welcome back to my channel. Today I want to know how everyone out there is doing because here I'm a little scatterbrained. It's coming to the end of the school year. My class is getting a little crazy. Work is crazy. My apartment looks like a hoarder's nest right now because me and my husband are in the process of packing and moving and all of that. We close on our very first home on next Friday, the 13th, May the 13th. Yeah, on a Friday. So everybody cross your fingers for me. But yeah, so today I wanted to bring you a video to show you the books that I hope with everything going on that I will have a chance to read this month, May. So this is my May TBR. I don't usually make TBR videos anymore because who knows what I'm going to read. But on this side, there are 3 boxes right now full of books. I've got books over on this side. I'll show you. They still need to be packed. And yeah, so I'm packing books away, and so I pulled some out that I'm going to be reading this month or hoping to get to this month, and I do have one buddy read which I'm really excited for, so I'm going to talk about that. And if you want to join in on the buddy read, that's fine, go ahead and join in on that. But I also wanted to let you know that I may or may not upload on my normal schedule. I know that I wanted to do some maybe Friday reads videos for you guys to kind of stay on top of like what I'm reading. You could touch base with me and let me know what you're reading, but I think that's all I had to say, like before we get going. Okay. So I've already read one book this month and I will save that for my wrap up, but these are books that I'm either currently reading or that I hope to read in the month of May. One that I am currently reading and I am really enjoying is The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the 4th and final book in the Raven Cycle series. This book is super atmospheric. The characters are amazing. The writing is just so fun and intriguing and a little bit eerie. I really have enjoyed this series as a whole. It's definitely going to be one of my favorites. I'm so excited to finish this conclusion and see what happens to everybody because these characters really stick with you and it's really a character-driven story. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. It does have a great plot as well. So I'm working on this right now. I'm on page 128, so trying to finish this up by this weekend. So the book that I am buddy reading with Sabrina from Staccaccino is A Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. This is her new book that is going to be part of a duology, if I'm not mistaken. This tells the story of violin prodigy Etta James. I don't know, did I just make up that last name? It tells the story of a violin prodigy, Etta, who is thrust into an unfamiliar world. She's on a ship and it's about time travel through different centuries and time periods and all of that. Along with Nicholas, they are on the hunt for this artifact that supposedly maybe only Etta can find, or she's the key to finding it and it's worth, you know, unknown value or something like that. I did see recently the cover of the second book that comes out in January of 2017. It's called Wayfarer, and that cover, just like this cover, is so beautiful. So I really hope that I love this book so I can get the next book. Sabrina and I plan to read a couple of chapters and kind of discuss and then dive into the next few chapters. This is almost 500 pages, so it's probably going to take me a little while to get through, but I'm really excited to read it with Sabrina because I don't do many buddy reads, but I'm excited about this one. I also still have A Little Life sitting on my bedside table. Don't plan on packing this one because I want to read this so bad. The story sounds so intriguing but heart-wrenching at the same time. This tells the story of 4 college friends that are moving to New York to kind of make it on their own, and each character is vastly different from another one. I heard that the characters are what really drives the story forward. It's about friendship, success, pride, tragedy, addiction. I heard that maybe some of the characters in here are either queer or gay. I do not remember which. I know that Jude is like kind of the cornerstone or the enigmatic pull of the friends, and I just heard that it's very emotional and well written. I'm a little intimidated by this book, if I'm being completely honest, but I'm trying to get through it little by little, just tick away. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I mean, it's a gorgeous book, and I have the beautiful floppy paperback edition, so yeah, this is a book that I'm probably going to be working on for a while. Another book that I'm really excited to read is Luna by Julie Ann Peters. I got this from my secret sister. This is a National Book Award finalist. It also has all of these other awards that are listed here on the back. This is about siblings. I don't remember their names off the top of my head, but the son, or the boy sibling, doesn't really feel like himself during the day, but at night he goes to his basement bedroom and he transforms into Luna and becomes the woman or the girl that she's always wanted to be, and she borrows her sister's clothing. So it's all about transgenderism, and that's something that I'm very passionate about. Two of my very good friends are transgender, and I love them both so freaking much. So this book is about transgenderism. It tackles that topic in this YA book, which I'm really excited about because I've never read about it before, but of course I've dealt with it in like my real life. I'm really excited to read about it and see how it's handled, but it's all about seeing if the family members and friends can accept Luna for who she really is. I'm really super excited about this one. Don't know if I'll get to it this month, but I really want to get to it soon. It seems like it will be fast-paced, and it's rather short, so I should be able to get through it fairly quickly once I start reading in it. But this is definitely going to be near and dear to my heart. And then I have two other books that I'm going to show you. These are kind of reference books, not really books that I plan on reading cover to cover. The first one is The Anatomy of Curiosity by these three lovely authors right here. They're writing buddies and critique partners and all of that. It has each author wrote a short story, and then they did like a bit of commentary on their story. Like in the margins, sorry, it's kind of there, in the margins, and I've marked all of the commentary, and that's kind of what my goal is to read this commentary because it has a lot of helpful tips, how they work on characters, for example. I know Maggie Stiefvater talked a lot about that in her story. But yeah, it just says, like, it talks about writing rules. It's just going to kind of help me in my writing process. I did participate in Camp NaNoWriMo last month. I wrote a little bit more than 14,000 words, and I did that in 11 days. So I was really happy with my progress, but I definitely want to continue in my story, and these are going to help keep me motivated. So between the commentary of this and my next book and being able to reference these books time and time again, I think I'll definitely, hopefully, maybe one day finish that first draft. This book is a book that I got from my secret sister, and this is another reference book that's great for writing. I've heard about it several times, usually during November when it's just NaNoWriMo, but this is The Wonder Book by Jeff Vandermeer, and this book kind of covers everything that I would have learned in like a creative writing class or just a writing class in general. I don't know what types of writing classes there are because I never took that. I was an American Sign Language interpreter major, ASL interpreter major. I don't know, does that even make sense? Well, first I was an education major, and then I changed my major. Well, actually, education major, and I double majored, education and American Sign Language interpreting. Whew, that was a little tough, but back to the book. So this book, it's the illustrated guide to creating imaginative fiction, and I know a lot of booktubers have talked about this book. It has colorful illustrations. It has great authors as contributing authors to this book. They kind of bring their own take. It talks about everything from characterization to world building to dialogue to revisions, just everything that you really know, plot and how to do that, and just this is gonna be like my writing Bible, and I probably will eventually read every single page of this book, but it's definitely gonna keep me motivated, like look through it and know that I'm on the right track and I'm not alone in my fears and in my doubt and just being stuck and all of that stuff. So these are the books that I hope to like begin or start or continue to read in the month of May. Like I said, I probably won't have a normal upload schedule this month just because my life is so chaotic right now, but I haven't forgot about you guys. Chat with me on Twitter, on Instagram, Snapchat, all at Lavender Mud. Find me on my blog. All my links are in the description box as they are in every video that I make. But yeah, that's all I really have for you today. It is May 4th, so may the 4th be with you. So happy Star Wars Day, everybody. Yeah, that's all I really have for you today. I'll see you again in my next video, whenever that's gonna be. Bye.